Oh man, this Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson thing, man, it's so ridiculous. I don't know why they trying to shove it down everybody's throat. They gonna make a black version of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Look how much attention it got them. The NBA was, let's get us a version of that. Let's get a bootleg version. You got Klay, who's one shot away from being out of the NBA. They just completely benched him. He's out of it. So now, consistency is the level. That's the next step, right? Oh, they got to show her picking him up from the airport. Then they're going to turn around like, leave us alone. Leave you alone? We didn't ask to know anything about y'all relationship. But y'all wanted to broadcast it publicly for the attention. Then when people give it the attention, you're going to complain about it. Now, unlike Travis and Taylor Swift, you're stuck in a situation where this is something we've seen before. This is class act. Reading is fundamental. This is class act 2. He's nothing but Duncan Penderhughes. And she's that thought that got another man right over there looking like Partisan Fontaine over there crying about a chick he ain't never had. Well, he had or whatever, and it's gone. You supposed to play with my frog. Partisan Fontaine gonna run up. He gonna run up on Klay Thompson. Look, man, that's my it. And I don't like nobody in my it. You feel me? Well, you gotta understand, man, this is a black and blue type of situation. This is what they trying to pass off as black love. And they want to be Instagram official. And Meg, she wants to turn herself into a little thin white girl now. So we'll have to figure it out whenever it hits. That's just when that shoe drop. But she's trying to build her image up through Klay Thompson. Klay losing his hair. He's about to lost his starting job. It's about that time. He's only one season away from being with, Golden State. In Golden State, they moved him to the bench. Now he's at the point where he can't really defend like he used to because of the leg injuries. Him being out of the starting lineup is starting to reflect. Picking Klay Thompson to hit a shot was automatic. But since sports betting, they've altered his game with this magnet ball. They're going to be like, we don't care if he's Klay Thompson or not. He's not hitting 3 3-pointers tonight. They be like, ain't no way in hell Klay can't hit 3 threes. But that's another story, another time. But it's just like class act, right? This girl's attracted to a guy that's way out of her league. Right? This guy's a multi-millionaire, got everything going for him. Even in his final days of playing, Klay is still a multi-millionaire. So when everything hits the fan, well, we'll see when it comes to it. When push come to shove, or shove come to shove, you know. But at the end of the day, to me, it's more evident than not of what you see here. Is Klay in love? I mean, Klay don't love nobody. Klay is a guy that likes to be by the ocean. He likes to be by the water. He used to be a guy that just was afraid of commitment fully. He wanted to date privately, never publicly. Klay was always that guy. You know? So when you start making all of these plans and situations, right, to be what you think it should be, understand this. In this type of atmosphere, there is no way in the world this works. Now it's, oh, they bought a house, oh, they moved in, oh, they played golf, oh, he's late picking her up from the airport. I'm like, are you serious? Why are they trying to shove this down our throats? We don't care. We didn't care about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They're trying to make us care. Well, when you get people who don't understand the process or what it is that they're actually supposed to do in the situations, you're always going to be, what I could say, under the gun or under the under the scope. You know, any way you think it's supposed to formulate, that's normally how it's going to go. I never seen all of these other people who was caught in a situation where all of these events take place and no one or nothing good comes out of it. You know, my thing is, Meg, you're a rapper, right? Where's the music? Klay, you play basketball. You are gonna probably go in the Hall of Fame, but you need to focus on making Dallas better. Or maybe this is it, you know? We just don't know. Damn it! Well, there's a lot of people out there who don't understand the overwhelming support and overwhelming case of I got to be successful. I have to win at all costs. You know, there's some people that just don't understand that. But as for me, I understand it. I get it. I know what it is. But overall picture, no one cares. Now, what we see in today's society, like you see on the Patreon, we giving y'all a look at the I'm giving y'all a look at the NBA young boy NLE Chopper. I go into all of it. Yeah, so we're gonna always bring it what's real to people, you know. It's a whole bunch of things that's going on that wasn't quite abundant to other folk, but it is what it is. You're gonna always have somebody think they're tougher or do things that don't normally match up or add up. You know, it's just always one of those days, you know. One of those things, one of those days. So, this is a time where people just don't get that this love and hip hop era. If y'all want to do that to try to bring more women into basketball or whatever, I don't know. By using Meg the Stallion, then knock yourself out, you know, but for me, it's entirely different, you know. I see a chance or a time where people need to make a stand. You know, like they need to say, hey, this is me, this is what I believe in, this is my purpose and whatever, get back to, you know, all of this. But, you know, like I gotta look at it from the other side of the coin. They weren't thinking about me when they started doing this goofy shit. Class Act was 1992. This is a whole new era, whole new year, whole new time. Yeah, so it is what it is. So, one more again. Carcino is out. And hopefully out of this conversation with Meg the damn Stallion. And Duncan Pender Hughes.